I have to ask you if there is, from our time together, or of course all the other projects that you've worked on, any one incident that comes to mind that stands out to you till today, that if someone asks you what was the weirdest thing or the funniest thing you did, you can immediately remember it. How hard was that since?
So we were working in this very big project for Bill Gates, and it was to finish open defecation in Iran. Huge target, huge goal, and we were his soldiers in India.
Yeah.
Me along with two random French boys. Okay, and we were stuck in Pune for a month. So 6 months. We were living in a service apartment, and we used to every day morning we used to wake up, have breakfast, go to the slums, and understand what are their challenges in terms of sanitation and how we could solve those problems, right? So what happened was, essentially, just to give a brief context, Bill Gates and a very big perfume flavor manufacturing company, Firmenich, they come up with the technology to fight malodor in community toilets in slums.
Yeah.
The impact of this was supposed to be in terms of more usage of community toilet, as a result of which the problem of open defecation will be reduced.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it was based on the hypothesis that the reason why people don't use community toilet is because there's problem of cleanliness and smell. And
Yeah.
smell, right? So they came up with the product. We did some product testing after doing some field research studies and whatever. And we put up those products, and we did a lot of awareness building with the communities to encourage them to use the toilets. But even after 1-2 months of very strong intervention, they were still going out of the field, okay? And then one of the reasons what we found out was that the cleaning process was not as rigorous, because the cleaners of the toilet, or the cadres who were cleaning the toilet, the caretakers, yes, that was the term, they were not trained enough. So we, after writing a lot of reports and data collection, all that, a new scope of work that came onto our plate was we had to train them in terms of how to clean the toilet. And they were told us the best way to do is you have to show them how to clean the toilets.
God.
The next morning, me and two random French colleagues, we were there in the community toilets with brooms and Harpic and whatnot. And we've literally cleaned toilets. Like, we still have pictures where one full day we showed them, like, we went and we did the work, It's very easy to say, sanitation is a big problem, people are not.
Yeah. But what are you doing about it?
What are you?
What can you do?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as consultants, as the privileged section of the country, we just write reports and do research because we have the intellectual power and all of that. But here we really had to do the grind, and we had to go and clean the toilets. It was really dirty. And I remember it because you know how in community toilets, you remember there are a separate section for females and males.
Of course.
And the guys were doing the male part, but I realized that I had to go in to do that part also.
Oh my God. So you got that.
Yeah, that was quite a moment for me, because first of all, you get a shock that, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I mean, ghar pe you might just do it, but
Yeah.
go and do somebody else's toilet is only quite.
And it's a community toilet.
Community toilet.
Used by like hundreds, if not thousands of people a day. Like,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I mean, no gender bias, but then the men toilet was way worse than the female part, and it was quite a task. But it was I would say it was really a moment of truth for me, to really know what those caretakers were doing, and if they are the most underpaid, and the most of them were from backward castes, and they had that whole caste burden. Then they had the class burden, and some of them were not physically fit also. So, I mean, it was definitely one.
Yeah, it stood out. It teaches you and makes you like realize that, oh my God, we are so lucky to be able to do what we do. And
Yeah.
there are people who are just, they don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
Or that even the lack of opportunity.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist because of, you rightly mentioned the caste class. And this is such a, shout in the face of people who keep claiming that caste and class does not exist. Like, I mean,
I'm just fighting for reservation and merit and all of that.
Seriously, without looking at, what is happening on ground. Like,
It's just so easy to say that my son didn't get through IIT because, he has the marks, but somebody from a backward caste just got it. The problem is actually much bigger than that. It's more bigger than that. And sitting in a proper city and with proper education, it's very hard for you to actually imagine even the kind of problems that somebody, in a village or even in a city slums.
Yeah, that's true. The urban poor also go through a lot. The community toilets there also are not in a really bad condition.
Yes.
Yeah.